G'day! Today is November the 15th, and I would like to wish everyone a happy Steve Irwin Day. November the 15th is the day that was chosen to remember the great Steve Irwin. Of all of the lessons that this amazing wildlife conservationist taught us through his years of work on television and video, there are three in particular that I would like to share with you today, three that have touched me personally the most. Lesson number one, don't get complacent.
With that came a big head and complacency. And of course, never the two shall meet. Catching crocs and complacency is just not on. And I can hear my dad's words in the background there. I'm going to kick your bottom if you go complacent. Anyway, I got complacent.
Did you catch what Steve said? He was getting a big head, and that led to complacency. Okay? Pride goes before a fall. Don't get complacent, stay humble. Complacency is that thing that says, I don't have to worry about what's going on around me. I don't have to worry about my situation. I'm dominant, nothing can hurt me. I'm the king of all that I survey. That's what complacency kind of leads you to. Okay, I can promise you, I don't care if you're out driving in traffic. I don't care if you're sitting in a classroom. I don't care if you're out in the wilderness. Doesn't matter. If you're not paying attention to what's going on around you, bad things could happen. Injury, death, who knows? Don't get complacent. Stay humble. Stay aware of what's happening around you. That will keep you safe. Lesson two. Don't let people label you.
The fierce snake. It looks pretty drab, brown sort of a snake. They vary in colour. Some of them are quite strikingly beautiful. This is a big one, up around 6 foot 2 meters. And what it's doing is it's just searching, probing the rat holes. Underneath the soil is like a subterranean labyrinth. Now, fierce by name, certainly not by nature. As long as you give them plenty of distance, they aren't all that aggressive.
So here's Steve Irwin in the western parts of Australia tracking down probably the most deadliest snake in the world, the inland taipan, locally known as the fierce snake. But notice what he says about it. Fierce by name, not by nature. The nature of that snake is actually one that it's fairly docile and gentle. So what was happening? People were labeling the snake and therefore it was causing fear. Don't let people label you. Look, you've been created by God with a certain set of gifts, talents, a certain type of personality. Let that be the thing that defines you and not what other people come in and say about you. Don't let yourself get labeled. Be the person that God has created you to be. And lesson number three, your passion for something is going to communicate and motivate people way more than just your words. Check out this quote from Steve Irwin. He was being interviewed by Scientific American. I believe that education is all about being excited about something. Seeing passion and enthusiasm helps push an educational message. What is he trying to say to us? What I think it is this. Your passion, your love for something is going to speak louder than anything else. More than your knowledge, more than your hatred. If there's ever a message that we need to hear in the year 2020 in these United States, it is that love speaks louder than hate. We need to motivate people with our passion, with our love, not just for the love for the ideas that we have, but the love for those around us. Steve Irwin wasn't just in love with nature and conservation of nature, although that was his motivating passion, but he also loved his family. He also loved people. He was a man who loved. And that is the message that we need to carry with us. Love is greater than hate. And love is going to educate and motivate people far more than our knowledge or our hatred. So let's get out there and love people. And those are my three favorite lessons. Number one, stay humble, stay aware of what's happening around you. Don't get complacent. Number two, don't let others label you. Be who God intended you to be. And number three, love is more powerful than anything. So let your love and your passion shine forth. We need those lessons in this crazy world that we're in. Mr. Irwin, you are truly missed.